The hidden language of success. What your unseen cues are really saying. What if the secret to your success, your relationships, and even your confidence wasn't just about what you say, but about an entirely hidden language you're speaking without even knowing it? Imagine that your brain is over 12 times more likely to believe a gesture over your words. It's hard to lie with a simple movement, right? Try it. Say 5 while holding up 3 fingers. Hard, isn't it? Liars instinctively use fewer gestures, and that's just one tiny piece of this unseen puzzle. This hidden language of cues is the game changer for building confidence and forging authentic connections. Beyond book smarts, the undeniable power of people skills. Many of us cling to a pervasive misconception that sheer intelligence automatically translates into people smarts. But here's the uncomfortable truth. You could be the sharpest mind in the room, yet if you can't genuinely connect with others, your brilliance can go unnoticed. Without mastering the art of communication, you might find yourself stuck in unsupportive friendships, entangled with difficult people, or struggling to advance in your career. The downstream consequences are profound. Feeling perpetually overlooked, constantly misunderstood, and unable to unlock your true potential in your social circles, your love life, and even your professional path. This isn't just about getting ahead, it's about feeling confident and comfortable in any room you enter. From awkward to authority, a personal revelation that changed everything. Vanessa, a behavioral investigator, believed charisma was an innate trait, something you were either born with or forever lacked. She describes herself as a recovering awkward person who struggled with conversations, didn't know what to do with her hands, and constantly felt like she was missing a secret social memo. She'd vacillate between completely shutting down and verbal vomiting all her thoughts. This led to profound loneliness, making her feel it was all her fault for not knowing how to build connections or even friendships. Then a pivotal moment in college changed everything. Faced with a group paper, she tearfully begged her professor to let her work alone, even offering to double her workload. His response was a revelation. Vanessa, the point isn't the paper, it's working with people. He challenged her to approach social interaction like a science, to study conversation and the popular kids with the same rigor she applied to chemistry. That was the ignition. This personal struggle sparked her groundbreaking research, turning what were once considered soft skills into tangible, learnable blueprints for conversation and connection. The 4 pillars of cues. More than meets the eye. When we talk about cues, most people immediately think of body language. And while facial expressions, gestures, and posture are crucial, they're just one of 4 powerful channels through which we constantly communicate. The second channel is vocal cues. The tone, pace, volume, and cadence of your voice all transmit subconscious messages. Then there are verbal cues, the specific words you choose. You might be surprised at how much a single word can shift perception. Consider this revealing study. 2 groups played the exact same game. One group was told it was the community game. The other group, the Wall Street game. The community players shared 2/3 of their profits, while the Wall Street players shared only 1/3. A single word literally changed their behavior, priming them for collaboration or competition. This shocking truth means every word in your emails, texts, and even calendar invites is subtly influencing how people treat you. Instead of a sterile meeting, imagine sending an invite for a collaborative session or a strategy win. These subtle shifts can profoundly impact the outcome. The final, often overlooked channel is ornaments. The colors you wear, your jewelry, even your hairstyle or facial hair. These seemingly small details also send powerful signals, cueing people to feel a certain way about you. Understanding and consciously managing these 4 channels is the key to mastering your social interactions. The silent saboteur.
what your resting face is secretly saying about you. Have you ever been told you look tired, sad, or even angry when you're just resting? This common phenomenon is what's known as resting bothered face, or RBF. The truth is, all of us have different default expressions when our faces are at rest, and these can unwittingly send powerful, often misleading signals to others. Vanessa, for instance, has a natural downturn in her mouth that makes her look sad, while others might have a hooded brow that makes them appear angry or intense. These unconscious facial defaults can lead people to make snap judgments about your mood or personality, even when you're perfectly fine. It's why Vanessa consciously trains her face to maintain a slightly upward, more open expression during first impressions or on video. It's about counteracting your natural default so you aren't constantly fighting against misinterpretations. Beyond RBF, there are other subtle facial cues that can undermine your communication. For example, if you show too much of the upper whites of your eyes, it can unintentionally signal anxiety, making others feel uneasy. Profile picture pitfalls, what your photos are secretly saying about you. Your profile picture, that tiny square representing you to the world, holds immense power. Yet most people unwittingly make crucial mistakes that silently sabotage their image. The first mistake is showing too much of the upper whites of your eyes, often indicating surprise or fear, which can accidentally signal anxiety to viewers. The second pitfall is making a contempt micro-expression, a subtle, one-sided mouth raise. While you might think it looks cool or knowing, this asymmetrical smile actually signals scorn or disdain. Making this expression not only makes you appear negative, but, through a fascinating facial feedback loop, can even trigger negative emotions in yourself. Avoid asymmetrical smiles in your profile pictures at all costs. The third, and perhaps most common mistake, is an inauthentic smile. We've all been told to just smile more, but a fake smile is easily detected. The only true indicator of genuine happiness in a smile is the activation of the cheek muscles, which causes wrinkles around the eyes. Anyone can fake a mouth smile, but it won't convey warmth or authenticity. Studies have shown that while fake and genuine smiles might look similar on the surface, only genuine smiles improve the mood of the person viewing them. So here's the shocking truth. It's better to have no smile at all, or a neutral expression, than to flash an inauthentic one. If you can't genuinely activate those cheek muscles, simply don't smile.
The exhaustion of impression management and your unique charisma recipe. It might sound exhausting constantly being aware of your resting face or the cues you're sending. If you have a natural, resting, bothered face, you might feel like life demands more effort from you. It is exhausting to constantly be asked if you're sad or tired when you're simply at rest. However, Vanessa argues it's about choosing your hard. Is it more exhausting to be consistently misunderstood and overlooked, or to proactively learn and deploy specific cues in crucial situations? The good news is you don't need to be a bubbly extrovert to be charismatic. Charisma isn't a one-size-fits-all mold. It's about crafting your unique recipe from a toolbox of 97 proven cues. You can be a quiet, powerful introvert or a compassionate empath. It's about identifying the cues that feel natural to you and leveraging them consistently. This personalized approach makes managing your social battery far less draining and far more effective. The awkward person journey and a billion-dollar misstep. Vanessa's journey into behavioral research began with her own struggles as an awkward person. She felt overwhelmed by social interactions, never knowing what to say or do with her hands, constantly feeling like she'd missed a memo on basic conversation. This often led to an uncomfortable dance between completely shutting down and verbal vomiting all over people. This cycle left her feeling lonely and convinced that it was her fault for not understanding how to build connections. Her turning point came from a professor who advised her to study people and conversation like she would any other science. This led her to develop tangible blueprints and formulas for social interaction, turning what she once perceived as inherent flaws into learnable skills. This concept extends far beyond personal comfort. Consider the shocking story of Jamie Siminoff, the founder of Ring. He appeared on Shark Tank with what was undeniably a billion-dollar idea. Yet despite the sheer brilliance of his concept, he walked out of the tank without a deal, facing immense pushback from the sharks. Why? Because he hadn't mastered how to share his vision, how to elicit buy-in through his communication. This powerful example underscores a fundamental truth. No matter how brilliant your ideas, how hard you work, or how good a person you are, without developed people skills, you can struggle to make friends, find partners, and even get your groundbreaking ideas off the ground. Unlocking your true potential, the fundamental skill for life. It sounds dramatic, but it's true. If you don't possess people skills, genuine success in life, love, and business will remain elusive. No matter your intellect or talent, you need others to achieve your goals. This makes understanding and utilizing social cues the most fundamental skill you can cultivate. Vanessa has helped over 400,000 students, from those seeking promotions to individuals desperate to make friends or find their soulmate, master this hidden language. She's witnessed remarkable transformations in brilliant but stoic individuals who, by learning to amplify their authentic feelings with the right cues, moved from being overlooked and untrusted to finally gaining buy-in and forming genuine connections. The most empowering takeaway is this: you can be your true self and still be liked. You don't need to hide your authentic feelings. You just need to learn how to signal them effectively. By understanding and controlling the cues you send, you will attract your people, those who see and appreciate the real you. This isn't about faking it. It's about unlocking your inherent potential and finally speaking the language of true connection. What hidden cues do you think you might be unknowingly sending, and how might learning this hidden language transform your interaction?